Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I want to share with you a quick video update on a recent monster flip that I pulled. I really believe that there's a unique opportunity right now because of the prices of cards in the marketplace to do some monster flipping and to earn some extra profit. It's one more way to invest your time and attention to extract value from this amazing blockchain-based video game. If you don't know what monster flipping is, we'll talk about it in the video. But suffice it to say, buy low, sell high. There's ways you can really find markets and cards on the marketplace that are really inexpensive, uniquely identify their value and use case, and then recognize that an immediate upsell potential exists. And that's what I did in a recent video, and I'm going to show you that the sale is now concluded, the profits are locked in, and we can talk all about the numbers of that too. But it'll be a shorter video, probably under 10 minutes, and I really want it to underscore the opportunity financially for you if you're paying attention to the marketplace. Before we do that, my name is Dwayne Cunningham. I go by Infidel1258. You can call me 12, and we cover Splinterlands on this channel all day, every day. So first thing is that I want to highlight that just 3 days ago, I did a video called Bargain Hunting and Monster Flipping. And that was, let's see, 3 days ago. So 885 views on 41 likes. That's a reasonable amount of attention, especially for a 27-minute video. So first of all, thank you guys for that. Second of all, I'm going to just say like that is a video that I think highlights the opportunities right now, the financial opportunities right now with Splinterlands. And the whole thing is full of my analysis of the market, my vision for the future, and what I'm personally doing. And not just bargain hunting and how to bargain hunt, but also monster flipping and how to monster flip. So if you want more details on that, go check out the video. But here's the thing. Around the 15-minute mark, you see that I'm shopping in that video, and I found two Silver Shield Knights that were relatively low BCX. One of them had 23 BCX, one of them had 13. And you know, it's a common card, meaning that it's a common beta, meaning that 505 copies were required to make a max copy. So 13 is very little, 23 is very little. And they were selling for the same price as the big max level card. And now remember, the max level card appeals to who? Only a person who wants a max copy. Whereas these low BCX can appeal to anybody, somebody who has, you know, 200, 300, 400 BCX, but they don't yet have a max copy. Therefore, you've got a broader audience and you have more opportunity to appeal and to sell. Therefore, this price point just doesn't make much sense because it's the same BCX per dollar value or dollar value per BCX. So I bought them both for just shy of 11 and just over 6, so call it 17 bucks. And we immediately relisted them for 69 cents per BCX. So we bought for 47 and we sold for 69. And so look, we bought 36 BCX, so 36 times 0.47. So that was our US dollar investment. We had 36 BCX. We sold for 0.69. So then we can go ahead and we can subtract 17. So $7.84 roughly was the profit. But then you have to take away 5% for the market fees. But even still, you know, we're still over $7 profit. And all I had to do was essentially commit $17 on the marketplace, recognizing the card's value, its utility, seeing that it was below what was a reasonable price for the card and the quality and the number of BCX. And once you've got that eye that you're capable of discerning that utility and that value, then you just need to have the assets to pull the trigger. And if you don't have any DEC to make these trades, then you're kind of SOL. But I just think if you've got some liquidity, right there, you saw me spend $17 and 3 days later turn it into 24. If you could do that every 3 days, how would that transform your financial investment strategy and your path within Splinterlands? Think about that. If you could make an extra $7 every 3 days, an extra $2 a day playing Splinterlands, but also playing the market, just $2 a day, you know, $600 a year across 4 years, because 4 years is the real time window of a bull market in cryptocurrency usually. So, you know, $2 a day, $60 a month, $700 a year, you know, $2,800 per bull market. And recognize also that when you make trades like this and you start to stack those DEC and you turn 17 into 24, and then you can actually turn 24 into perhaps a bigger number. Maybe 24 makes you 2 trades instead of 1 trade. And it starts to really grow into a portfolio of cards, which is in the past I've used Excel to monitor these things. Like you create an Excel spreadsheet, and you have 50 cards that you've bought, and you need to know exactly how much they each cost, and what did you pay for them US dollar, what did you pay DEC, how have you listed them, when were they listed, how long, that way how long have they been on the market, do I need to lower the price? And then on a daily basis you can pop in and go to my cards and tweak numbers if you need to, if you start finding that there's your competition is just not letting it move. But I kept, once a day I would pop in over the last few days, I would go into the buy market of Peak Monsters, which is my favorite marketplace, and I would go look at Silver Shield Knight, and I click on it, and I would come back here, and I kept seeing my cards were the cheapest one, my cards were the cheapest one. So I didn't oh, I only sold one of them. Yeah, that I sold both of them because of this my Explorer, and let's go sale, and then Dolphy Coffee. Bought 3, but 2 of them weren't mine. I see now. My bad. So I sold the $9 copy, I think, of my 2 copies, the smaller BCX unit. But I put $17 in and I got $9 back. So I'm sitting on $6 worth of cards. Another way to then look at it is I have a 23, because I sold this one for $9. For $9, I can go and show these silver, this unit that I have left with 23 BCX, that is still the cheapest for what it is, right? I'm more easily sold than this one. I'm more easily sold than this one. Therefore, I still like my price point, but recognize this, guys. If I wanted to, I could pull this off the market right now, keep it forevermore. And this is a card that is worth at least $15 that I paid $6 for. So now I have this, because I sold one half of the picture. I've made a profit on that card. I could take this and just go ahead and start renting it, or because it's very, very cheap to me. Or I could go ahead and list the price lower if I want, right? I can go if I want, and there's no reason to, but you could lower it down to say 50 cents, and I'm still going to make a profit because I made a profit on the first card, but also because that 50 cents even is above the price point that I bought at. So long story short, I did think I sold both of them, but having sold one is great. And then the question is that you got $9 new in your hands from a sale like that. Is there anything else out here that maybe deserves some attention in that respect? This is kind of interesting. Look at this, 70 cents for 14 BCX. And the next closest, like this is 90 cents. That's comparable. So you have a fair margin there. And right there, I could go, in fact, we'll buy that one and we'll throw it up. So that was practically free. That card I just bought, that Silver Shield Knight, practically free, because it was, well, not free, but I used the value that I extracted through the sale of my Silver Shield Knight. I'm gonna go beta, and I really like to use tanks for this sort of back and forth. But the Paladin's a great card. 14 BCX is a great amount of BCX to be triggering. Now, it would be great if we had +3 more, because we'd be optimally 5. But still, it's okay. We paid $9 for it. I gotta open a second window here, because you gotta track this up closely. I want to go Silver Shield Paladin. Then my competition is selling for 90 cents. This is not my competition. None of these are competition to me. But this is. So I want to undercut him. Lord Darth Vader. Not my lord. So I'm going to pop back over here. I'm in my cards. I got my Silver Shield Paladin kicked up. So we're going to go 14. We're going to go 14 times double point 87 for Sydney. So that would be, let's think this through. What did we just pay for it? my card or my Explorer. We just paid for that. We paid $970. Paid 11,000 DC, 970. So I could go 87 cents. I'm undercutting. You know, all we need to do is 89 cents. So what's the difference there? 14, 12, 18. Go. Let's see. Got it there. Sell. 12, 18. Boom. It says, wait a second, the market value is lower, but remember that's comparing totally different BCX price. Every card in this game is unique due to the number of BCX it carries, and therefore unique to who it would appeal to. So yeah, I like that trade, and we'll see what happens. When you do this, I'm going to end the video now, but when you do this sort of thing, you want to make sure it's a sort of card that actually has long-term value and utility, meaning people have liked it for a long time. It's been meta for a while. I would argue both those cards I just showed you, Silver Shield Knight and Paladin, are strong and have been strong for a long time. If not, in fact, they've gotten better with Grandmaster Wraith. So they're strong and they're good and they're desirable. They're cheap and they're cheaper than the competition on the marketplace. 3, if they don't sell recently, or I mean soon, I'm okay with holding them. And if those 3 facts are true, then this sort of process can be very profitable for you. You just need to be patient. And you know, in a few days I'll check back and maybe I'll report again that we've pulled another trigger on another trade. We'll see. And sometimes this translates into it goes a month and it hasn't sold and you lower the price, and maybe you end up, your margins get kind of thin. Maybe you even take an L on some of these. In my experience, if you're wise and I guess discerning about which assets you invest in for flipping, this can be very profitable, and it's more likely to be profitable than not. But you got to be, I guess you have to have the skill set to do it. So if you have any questions about that in particular, let me know in the comments below. Guys, thanks so much for your time and attention. Have an amazing day. God bless.